Dearest Mother, looking back as I begin my first letter to you, I feel I'm once again with the family. Do you remember my life at the engineering college? Now how dull and routine it all seems. I wanted excitement, a career I could be proud of. Yes, you thought your son Ravi had no patience. It was that day back home when I saw the advertisement offering commissions in the Indian Air Force. That was the turning point in my life. Remember when I wanted to go for the interview? You were against it. It was Father who backed me up. He said, "What's wrong with being air-minded?" When I went to Mysore for the interview, I was still excited and a little nervous. They gave us various tests. The tough ones were the obstacle tests for physical fitness. After that came the interview. The president of the board tried to make me feel at ease. Then we had a psychological test. They wanted our reactions to words like quality and people, quite tricky. After that, once again before the president and other officers who had conducted the tests. Then the results. Number 3, I'd passed. Back at the engineering college once again, but this time being paid to study. You see, a final year student under the university entrance scheme can appear for an Air Force interview, and if selected, he draws the full pay of a pilot officer while still studying. And after graduation, he joins the Indian Air Force. Then I got a registered letter, and it contained my first paycheck. I felt as if I'd won a prize bond. Then there was the day they announced the exam results. One step nearer the Air Force. Wasn't it Shakespeare who said, "Parting is such sweet sorrow"? Well, I knew what he meant when I was saying goodbye before leaving to begin a new life. The Air Force Technical College is in lovely surroundings. It's a good place in which to think and concentrate, and where the sky is the limit. I met a friendly bunch of chaps. One was Ishwar, a direct entry. That's a fellow who joined straight away after graduation. Another was Malik. He got promoted from the ranks for an excellent service record. Each seemed to have a special gift or hobby. Take Kaushal. He had gifted hands and golden tonsils. I suppose every mother worries about her son away from home. I'm perfectly fine except for one thing. I thought only milkmen got up so early in the morning. Friend Ishwar nearly always has to lug me out of bed. Once up and out, we're on the run, and it certainly tones up the system. With so many aeroplanes around, why climb ropes to go up? They say it toughens us and is good for discipline. For the first 8 weeks, we wear whites. all a part of getting acquainted with the manners and customs of the IAF. Then the day comes when we can wear our uniforms. In uniform, I really feel I'm a pilot officer.
Light, go! Hut! Light, steady, hut!
We must never forget we are officers first, then engineers. A high sense of duty, loyalty and ability to lead are a must for an Air Force officer. It's not enough to know that planes fly. We've got to learn the many types that do and how they do. Many people think that flying is dangerous. If they only knew the statistics, they'd soon find out that it's safer to be in the Air Force than living in a city. It's our job to make flying safe for our pilots. Our motto is, keep 'em flying, and we are trained to do just that. It isn't easy because a modern aircraft is a machine of many parts, and we've got to know them all. What's more, we've got to keep in touch with the latest in aircraft development. Pilots fly the planes and engineers keep them flying. But there are others on the job too. Navigators, for instance, signalmen and gunners and so on. We specialize in one of the 4 branches of Air Force technology: aeronautics, electrical engineering, signals and armament. Communications are the nerve center of a modern Air Force. The signals branch are to operation of all communication and radar equipment. Aeronautical engineers are trained in maintenance, engines and airframes. These days, there's very little of the old chalk and talk method in training. Most of it is done with actual equipment and the latest visual aids. The trainee officers who take electrical engineering learn all about an aircraft's electrical equipment. The armament engineers training covers everything from bombs to bullets to help keep an aircraft fighting fit. We help keep fighting fit and have fun as well with all kinds of games. You're probably wondering, Mother, is it a hard life? Maybe it is, but it has a certain sense of achievement. I think it's the sort of career any active young chap would like. It's a good life in the Indian Air Force, a purposeful one, serving one's motherland, especially in a time of emergency.
Mr. Vice, the President.
Gentlemen, the President.
The President.
I understand, my son. Now I understand. How wise that your father backed you up and let you join the Indian Air Force. Ravi, you are my only son, but your joy today is also mine. And I am glad that the life you lead and love is in the service of our mother, Mother India.